Hey, everybody, welcome to the final episode of the Razor's Crest. We're going to change the title next season because, Din Djarin has no ship.
There
I
is
mean,
no more Razor Crest.
there is no more Razor Crest. We just got finished watching a jarring episode of The Mandalorian. We've got Jay with me as always, and we've got the text lines open. Well, you can comment. Of course, there is a spoiler warning in effect. Jay, point above your left shoulder, other shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Listen,
Yeah, right there. Spoilers. There are spoilers ahead. We are going to be talking about what happened in the episode. We're going to theorize a little bit, and we're going to go back into the Disney Plus streaming shows because we had kind of a revelation at the end of the episode. If you haven't seen the episode, don't watch this until you've seen the episode. Then come back and after we're asleep and talk to us then. And also make sure you stay after the credits because they pulled a Marvel, which I was totally okay with.
yeah.
Um, I first want to say that this was the best episode 8 in Star Wars history. Take that, Last Jedi, because that was episode 8 also. What do you think? What did you think?
Um, by the end of it, I was like, man, was that not the most Star Wars thing you could do? Bringing Luke in there, and then yeah, that last little after credit scene. As soon as they showed the outside of Jabba's palace, I was like, oh, I'm like, what we got here?
Dude, first of all, I felt some very episode 4 New Hope vibes when he's like Obi-Wan sneaking around,
All right.
sneaking around trying to find the child, and then you got like just like in episode 4 A New Hope, you got Han, Leia, the rescue of Leia, but they're taking on the stormtroopers while Obi-Wan's sneaking around, and you got Din doing the same thing while the fearsome 4 females taking on all the stormtroopers. It
Yeah.
was God, that alone. I mean, leading up, even without the Luke stuff, that was the best episode I think of the show.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, because we got the Dark Troopers were awesome, and dude, they were terrifying.
Yeah. I
They
thought,
were, whew.
man, when he faced off against that first one, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, is he gonna make it?
Yeah, he
I
kept
mean,
punching his face into the ship.
right.
Like,
The best car wasn't given, but that wall behind his head sure was. And yeah, every time he punched him and his head went further into the wall, I'm like, is he gonna fight back? Is he gonna get any ground here against him? And just kept punching away. I was like, oh man, this might be it for him. I'm like,
yeah,
and then he has 20 more once that door breaks down.
yeah. I was that's what I was thinking. As soon as he got the Beskar spear into the neck and
Yeah, that little spin move and
yeah. I
that
was
was
like, okay, but now how are you going to take on 20?
right.
And then he pulled the lever. I'm like, oh, okay. Why would they put those there?
You
That's
better
like
get
the worst place to put them.
to stabbing quick.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And then the one thing that got me also was Moff Gideon when he got in there and he's holding the dark saber over Grogu and he's like, you can have him. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, don't trust him.
I know, and the funny thing is, if you watch the way he walks, he kind of does a stutter step as he gets over to Grogu, like he knew something was going to happen, which
Yeah,
I thought was great. The whoever was under the mask at that time, that was pretty good body acting, whatever
yeah, some body language.
body language.
Yeah, then Moff Gideon's all sideballing him as he walks by. I'm like, oh man, oh, he's gonna swing on him.
Yeah, Alex is with us. He yeah.
Oh,
How am I doing tonight? I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes are swollen from crying so much. I'm not even joking. I was like, well, first of all, I don't want to get into that part yet. I want to talk about the fight between Gideon and Mando, the storming the bridge, how great it was to see Bo-Katan again.
yeah,
And where was the guy though? The guy.
yeah, yeah. I was asking myself the same thing. Like, all right, we're meeting Costco Reeves and Bo-Katan and that bar, getting them to join the mission.
Which it
But
was cool because it was all females storming
yeah,
the bridge. You got
yeah,
Finnick and Boba Fett that just bounced. I'm like, where's he going?
yeah. He took off. He didn't come back to the end, did he?
No, well, no, he didn't come back at all. I don't think, and you don't see him again until the
So
very end.
right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Alex says he was crying his eyes out too. I was, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was hyperventilating. I was gonna fucking pass out. I'm not even joking. I was seriously. My head started hurting. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta calm down.
Right. And
But
that whole time, that from the time you see him get out of the X-wing until we actually see his face, the whole time I'm like, are they going with Hamill, or is it going to be Sebastian Stan? I'm like, which Luke? I'm
it
like,
looked
what's Luke?
it looked like an amalgamation of both, to be honest.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird. I wonder if they're getting if that was kind of like a handoff.
I
But
hope it was because I want more Luke. I'm gonna be greedy here. Look, we got 30 seconds of Luke kicking ass, and let me also mention that that had to mirror the scene in Rogue One with Vader and the Rebel troops. That was
I
amazing.
that crossed my mind too. Yeah,
Yeah, when I saw those like father like son, holy shit, you know, especially at the end when he like kind of not forced
yeah.
the
He's
robot, but you know, like
used the Force to squish that one
yeah,
down.
man. So that's an Obi-Wan move too. Or no, Mace Windu did that to Grievous in the old
Oh,
animated series. But yeah, dude, that was God. I could not pull myself together. The last 10 minutes of the show, I'm just fucking flowing tears, and I can't even pull myself together.
yeah. Yeah, I was a
God.
kid. Made me feel like a kid again.
And then they had to pull the Grogu pulls his, you know, Mando pulls his mask off to reveal his face for the first time, and I'm like,
Yeah,
come on, this is killing me today, God. And
yeah.
I'm you know tearing up more, and then the last shot before the door closes of Grogu's face, and it's like, but the thing is, the one thing that we haven't even gotten to is like, there's still a cliffhanger. They're sitting on the bridge. All of them, you know, are sitting on the bridge. But something happened because Finnick was still there, and obviously Boba came back and got her.
Right.
So, god damn, man, what the hell? That was
So
the best thing I've seen in years for Star Wars. I'm not even. I hate saying shit like that, but that was some of the best shit. The Dark Troopers were terrifying. We got to see the
yeah,
green blade again, which we haven't seen since Return of the Jedi. You know, we got
Ignite.
to see 4 fucking Mandalorians on screen at one time. I'm gonna gotta hyperventilate over here again. I need a butt bag or something. Whew.
Yeah, that was the Luke I wish we could have seen in the sequels, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was nice to see him like that.
Yeah, so Mandalorian season 3 has been confirmed, right?
Yes,
December,
December. I think on.
We're gonna get 2 shows at the same time.
Yeah, I think Christmas 21 is what it said.
And then Boba Fett's December 21.
Yeah.
The Book of Boba. Is that going to be a movie or is that going to be a
From
series?
what I heard, it's a series.
Yeah, so we'll let's talk about that real fast. Well, we were Disney investor is investor. I keep messing up.
Investor Day.
Okay, yeah, Investor Day. They revealed a bunch of Star Wars titles. They well, the live action shows Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic, Lando. What else?
Bad
The
Batch.
well, yeah, the Bad Batch. God, I'm blanking like really bad. The Acolyte show.
Visions, the animated one.
Yeah, so
Droids.
there was a text or a tweet that was out saying they were announcing 10 shows for Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think it was on the screen behind Kathleen Kennedy even while she was doing her reveal of all the new stuff. I think it was on the screen behind her, and if I remember correctly, they said 10 new shows for Disney Plus. It might have said and theatrical releases, but I thought it said 10 new shows for Disney Plus, which would mean and two of the 9 things we got were movies. So does that leave 3 slots open?
It's what it seems like. I mean,
because they haven't said anything about the Rebel sequel animated show.
Yeah, there's
so
that.
If it's still animated, unless the Ahsoka show unless they turn it to live action, and that's
I mean, we're getting characters that are more
from
than likely
Rebels.
from Rebels. I wouldn't see why we wouldn't see Hera, why we wouldn't see Sabine, because that scene in Rebels, it really kind of makes me think that that scene is going to happen here directly. It would be really cool if the Ahsoka show picked up from that scene and went to live action.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
recreated that in
cool.
live action. That would be, that'd be so cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so now there's another show, Boba, which they're probably filming now or have filmed or
Yeah,
filming earlier next year.
I heard it's already been filming. That they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Obi-Wan. We forgot to mention Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, there's like,
And the Acolyte.
yeah, they're really stacking the deck with Star Wars for the next 3 years. I mean, that's leading up to 2023. That's
Right.
not that far away if you think about it. So I mean, we're gonna get some good Star Wars content. I mean, if they continue with great creators like Filoni and Favreau, I mean, these guys they've made up for all the things that bothered me in the sequel trilogy. It's like,
Yeah.
where were they when they started the sequel trilogy? It's like, these guys are the saviors of Star Wars. I mean, we've been talking about that for a while now, but it's evident today. Vindication, redemption. Alex Ross said the same thing.
Yeah.
Luke is back and he's better than ever.
That felt, like I said, the most Star Wars thing I felt in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a better sequel follow up to the original trilogy than The Force Awakens, in my opinion.
Right. So yeah, who knows what we'll see from here? I'd like to see more Luke. We didn't get to find out. They didn't show what happened to Bo or Moff Gideon, did they? They both got shot, but they didn't show whether they were dead or not.
No, I don't think they're dead. I bet they took he tried to kill himself too. Did you see that? He put it right under, and then
Kara, did he really?
Yeah, he put the blaster right there, and Kara knocked it out of his hands. Yeah, he almost killed himself.
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, he's gonna kill himself, and then bam, she knocked it right out. Yeah, it was redemption. Yeah, it was really really cool. That whole everything about this episode, Moff Gideon had more screen time, and I was so thankful for that because he's such a great character.
Yeah.
Then I don't know if it was a statement or something like that, but the 4 women storming the bridge was awesome. You know,
yeah, it was cool seeing Fennec Shan teamed up with Boba.
I love her. I said that after the episode when Boba Fett showed back up, but like. The one scene that I really liked about that was when they got to that bridge and the 2 Mandos drop off, and it's those 2, and the stormtroopers come out and they come in behind them. I was like, damn, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah, that was cool.
Making use of the jetpacks.
Oh, also how the TIE fighters were exiting that ship was really cool too.
Yeah, like they were like lined up magnetically and just shot out.
That's so cool, man. It's such a good episode. I'm still reeling. I want a Star Wars all over the place. That's all I want to do. You know.
I took the day off Tuesday. I had technical difficulties with my computer all day Monday, and so I was frustrated and took a day off on Tuesday and just watched Star Wars all day.
Did you get through? What all did you get through?
I did Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, and A New Hope.
Oh, you skipped the 2 early prequels.
I was going to squeeze Han Solo, the Solo movie in there, but then I was like, am I going to make it through 4 movies? I'm like, I'll skip Solo and just go Rogue One and A New Hope.
Yeah, I just thought of something. So going back, I mean, we're going to be going back and forth probably here. I just thought about the Boba Fett show. Tamora Morrison is going to be in like 5 shows because they've announced him for Obi-Wan. I bet he'll be in Ahsoka.
Yeah. And Rex and Ahsoka, Cody, and
he was in Mando, and he's gonna have his own show. Yeah, he's gonna be everywhere. Yeah. I'm glad Moff Gideon didn't die. He is awesome. I want to see more from okay. Something bothered me. I will say. I'm gonna say the Darksaber. Din Djarin got it. I think they've just made something new up because
I was gonna.
Sabine found it.
And gave it to Bo-Katan.
And then she gave it to Bo-Katan, yeah. So now all of a sudden you have to win it in battle.
Right. I was like,
that's the only thing that bothered me. I was like, bullshit. if Dave Filoni said that it was okay, you just stepped all over your own self because it was handed from. I mean, first of all, Sabine found it in Maul's wherever his cave or whatever,
Right.
and then she handed it to. They handed it. They didn't fight.
Right. She handed it to
Yeah,
him.
I don't know. I'm calling bullshit on that one. That's going to bother me because that's never been. I mean, Maul took it from Pre Vizsla, in battle, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, I guess.
Yeah. With everything else we got in that episode, I can just that's whatever.
Yeah. Well, what are they going to do though? Are they going to go back to Mandalore? Like, what's season 3 going to even look like now? And it's no longer about Grogu.
Right. Grogu's gone. Unless we get to little moments where we look in on him with Luke, but probably not. I think they'll probably shift focus to the Mandalore, the whole legend of Mandalore and its rightful ruler or who the new ruler is, and get more of the dark saber.
Yeah. I, that dark saber business has me like come on. We're doing this again. We're messing with Mandalorian lore again, like with Boba Fett and Django. They did in the Clone Wars when that one guy Almex said that Django Fett wasn't, and then now Bo Katan said it too. You're not a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, which one is it?
But he's like, I never claimed to be.
Yeah.
So Django is, but yeah. I mean, does that technically make Boba
no
a Mandalorian?
Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian. She's right. I mean,
Yeah,
Django became a bounty hunter after everything, and then Boba never. I don't know if he ever learned the creed. Plus, he's a clone.
Yeah.
I don't know how Mandalorians feel about clones. So I mean, he's an all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clone, but,
yeah, I don't know if the clone thing would matter or not, but
I think it would.
Maybe.
I think I don't know. Mandalorians are a prideful people. I feel like it would bother them. They're going to announce the Hasbro Black Series Force Effects Dark Saber. Oh shit! More money down the drain. Oh, not down the drain, really. I've got too much I need to buy already. I want them to announce a Luke Skywalker show. Look, when we were growing up, what did we want to see? We wanted to see more Luke. We wanted to see Luke, Jedi Luke. We got a little glimpse of it here. That was awesome. That was the best thing I've seen in a long time. And then we got the broken down old piece of shit Luke. And I'm sorry that I would ever call Luke a piece of shit, but he kind of was. I don't know. But I'm very happy at the moment.
A Luke show would be awesome. What if that's another one show that they didn't announce, but they have in the works? Luke in the Jedi Academy or something.
Yeah, maybe training, like takes Grogu back, and Grogu gets to meet his own kind, like Jedi.
Yeah, Grogu, Jason Syndulla, maybe some other young Force sensitive kids.
I don't know about Jason Syndulla because I just feel like he's going to still be with Hera, like he was in the. Who knows? It could be Ben Skywalker or Ben Solo.
Yeah.
Also, because I think he was born. I think they said a year after the Return of the Jedi, and this is 5 years, so he'd be 4. So who knows? I want more. I want more. Give me more.
Yeah, especially if they keep this quality up.
Yeah. I mean, I was born the year Empire came out. 4 days after Empire came out, I came out.
I was 3 years old when the original Star Wars. Well, it was Star Wars then. Now it's A New Hope.
It's always Star Wars. Well, it's whatever. I love that I got the. I came out. I was born when all those were already coming out, and Return of the Jedi came out on my 3rd birthday. And I know my mom bought me these chairs that were blue that had Return of the Jedi printed on the back, and my whole 3rd birthday was Return of the Jedi. And like growing up loving Star Wars, and like just seeing how much Star Wars is happening now, and even with the Force Awakens, and there's Star Wars is so makes me happy. Yeah. I mean, my favorite character was always Han Solo, but like I always loved Luke so much, and there was so much potential in being Vader's son,
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, by the way, he's Vader's son.
Plus, with all the Legends stuff, uh, I always wanted to see more from that era.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing I like was I read the Thrawn trilogy like as it came out back in the 90s, and that's what got me started in getting into all of the expanded universe and finally
Yeah.
reading Dark Horse comics and so much more. I read all that stuff, and then in 2014 they announced that all that stuff would be wiped away. That felt like a slap in the face to me because all that Star Wars knowledge was worthless. So I want them to refill that, but live action because they're doing more live action stuff than they've ever done before.
Yeah, I think they'll start pulling from Legends more. I mean, they should have. I thought they should have pulled from it for the sequel trilogy, but
They should have, but Kathleen Kennedy acted like it didn't exist. Yeah, that's that. And Dave Filoni, I mean, he's been around since the expanded universe existed, and he put a lot of that into Clone Wars. So,
right,
and they put some of it into Rebels as well.
Rebels, and then we start seeing it sprinkled in here on Mandalorian too.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty awesome looking. I mean, there's a lot of good Star Wars that's coming. I can't wait. I can't wait. I wish it was already the end of 2021 so we could be watching Mandalorian season 3 and the Book of Boba. That's going to be fucking insane.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that last scene for a second.
Right.
They show Jabba's palace. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, what are we doing at Jabba's now?
Yeah, and
what's going on here?
Right, and I'm like, and then you see somebody shooting down. Well, first of all, you see Bib Fortuna sitting on a Jabba's throne, essentially.
Yeah, so, and he's put on some weight since last time we've seen him.
Yeah, he has. And then you see Fennec coming down the stairs. At first, I thought it was Boba. I thought Fennec. I thought that's where Boba went right away. Was
right.
Tatooine. But then you see Fennec, and I'm hoping she's with him like through everything because I love her.
They made it. That final shot they showed as the title came up made me think that Fennec's going to be around. I think so.
How awesome was that? Was the king shit sitting on his throne? That was awesome.
Yeah,
that made me feel like when he sat down and said the Book of Boba, I'm like, what? I mean, that's literally my reaction, and that's when I started to hyperventilate again.
Yeah, yeah, because their debt to Din Djarin has been paid off. He got the child back, so now they're free to go do whatever they want to do. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Taking over the.
Taking over. But so is he going to become take over the bounty hunter guild? You think, or just going to run live in the palace?
Taking over the palace almost makes me think he's going to be some sort of crime lord. But
that. What if Boba stayed and saw Luke? I mean, that would be cool. I don't know if he did. Boba he bounced as soon as he dropped them off. He bounced out of there. Who knows where he could have been watching from afar, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say beginning of next season we'll see Mando with Bo Katan, and I don't know why she won't just take the damn Darksaber from him.
Right. And then
he's gonna take over. Maybe he'd have to get rid of a lot of Hutts for that because they're particular.
I think I read somewhere that
that's what I was thinking. The Bounty Hunter Guild.
Bounty Hunters Guild. I read somewhere that after Jedi, that the Hutts kind of, I don't know if I know they lost control of the crime syndicate or crime world there, but were they completely wiped out, or did they just lose power?
I'm sure there's still Hutts, and there's the Hutt cartel is probably still there, but I think their power is really weak. Jabba dying didn't help that very much, and who knows? We'll see. I mean, this is all new now, so we'll see what happens, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. What else you want to get into?
So the pacing I thought was pretty good in this episode. It kind of started mellow. We're meeting up with Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves and picking them up, so it was cool. And we even saw that little bar fight between Casca and Boba.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Yeah, so the tension,
wrestling skills.
Right. So the tension kind of started building up there, And then once they got on the ship and you start seeing the dark troopers activated, the
Mhm.
tension just kept rising, and it felt like it just kept rising and rising until we got there at the end. I mean, even at one point, I'm like, man, this is still picking up, pace and intensity as we go along. I'm like, how's it gonna, what's gonna happen next to take it higher than this? And then we get Luke, and I was like, oh man. And now, yeah, so now we see get that moment where he takes his helmet off. So I'm thinking season 3, he's done with the Children of the Watch creed.
Yeah, this won't be the way.
Yeah,
This isn't the way.
and they'll be. I guess he'll be with Bo-Katan and Casca Reeves and whatever. I guess they're going to be going back to Mandalore. I mean,
I hope they do go back to Mandalore. I hope they do, and I hope there are people still there.
Yeah, yeah, because even Boba brought up in this episode that the Empire turned into glass.
Yeah, that's we mentioned that before. I wonder what happened to him. Like I think they were doing that, having the 4 women storm the bridge on. I think it was a purposeful thing.
Could have been. That was cool.
Yeah, because people have claimed there are no strong women in Star Wars before the sequel trilogy. I mean,
Princess Leia. She was like one of the first.
She had to save her skins. She did it in episode 4. She was strong right away.
Yeah, she was.
I still liked it.
She wasn't the damsel in distress. She took control and.
Listen to the way she talked to Han Solo and A New Hope, and then Empire Strikes Back.
Empire, right? Yeah.
He had to force a kiss on her.
I love that line. He's like, "No reward is worth this."
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. We got a whole year to wait until the next season.
We get the gallery. We get the galleries. That'll be cool.
Yeah, but that's.
I mean, it's not new action episodes, new story, but
Bad Batch, I guess, is the next up to bat, right?
Yeah.
So
I believe so.
That'll be, what is that? 12 episodes? Did they say 12 or 13 episodes?
I'm not sure what the episode count is on
that. We don't have a solid timeline for when all this is one of the things that bothers me. Marvel was always good about having a solid timeline in place, so we knew when everything was being laid out, and they still are pretty good about that. But Star Wars doesn't. I mean, we've already seen projects kind of go down the poop chute before, and I'm kind of, I want a timeline to know when all this stuff is coming. This is a lot of content, and really, it's content for 2 years. From 2021, 2020, and then the movie's 2023. So
they should come up with a graphic that they can use on everywhere. Actually, that's like the old Dark Horse time maps you used to get on the inside front cover, or it'd be like Golden Age of the Sith.
Well, they have that now, but it's not for the shows. It's just like the general eras. They came out with that a couple days ago.
Right, but I'm saying they should update it.
Where the shows are, when they're coming out is what I want to know. Is when, like, I really want to release dates. Yeah, not release dates, but like around when they're coming out. They said spring, I think, for Bad Batch, and now we know December of 2021 is the Boba Fett, and Mando season 3.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be 2 Star Wars shows running at the same time for the most part in December next year.
And will we get one this summer?
That's why I'm asking, because I want to find out. I know Cassian's not going to be ready by until 2022. So is Ahsoka been filming? Yeah, I mean, think about that, because they filmed this earlier in the year. Could they have been filming Ahsoka while this was going on? Or Lando also, because the thing about the Lando show, they showed a clip. Remember, because they cut to the screen. Yeah, they showed a clip of something. We have no idea if there's footage from Lando, if they already started shooting.
That's true. Yeah, we didn't get to see what the investors saw.
I don't like the idea, and I don't think they're going to do this with so much stuff coming out, where there's going to be a huge 8-month gap between shows like they did this time. And we had Clone Wars final season, and then the Mandalorian way later.
Yeah, I would think they're going to fill that gap in, especially with all the material they got coming.
Well, now that the Mandalorian season 2 is over, maybe we'll get more answers, because like we said, like we realized that not all the properties were announced at the investor.
They got a couple more up their sleeves.
I hope so. I'm going to say yes.
And hopefully one of them is Luke's show.
This is going to be a long year. Yeah. And maybe they filmed some of that. Who knows? I still want to see a scene with Luke and Ahsoka at some point somehow.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think that would be awesome. That was something I thought about a couple days ago, and God, my eyes are still not back to normal yet.
She could talk to him about knowing his father, Anakin.
Yeah, I think that would be very cool. I mean, he wrote about it in some books, and we don't know when that happened about Ahsoka existing.
Right.
Sorry, the screen is tough on my eyes. I got my pupils dilated at the optometrist today, and it's been fucking me up all day. Anyway, is there anything else you want to go over before we hit the hay? Because I got to get up at 7 with the kids.
Yeah, I gotta get up too. Man, no, just the fact that I can't wait for more.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a long year. Luckily, I think I'm in the middle of season 6 of the Clone Wars. Rewatching the Clone Wars. I
Yeah.
plan on rewatching the sequel trilogy sometime. I'm gonna sit down and watch them all 3 in a row. I've done it once, and it's like, you know how sometimes you see something else that happens that makes something else better. I'm hoping
Right.
this will make The Last Jedi a little bit better, more bearable. Because again, we were waiting for Luke for so long, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
His lightsaber over his shoulder. Come on. So I plan on watching those, and then I'm going to get back into Rebels as well. So I've got some Star Wars to watch. Maybe it'll last me till Bad Batch comes back out. I know I'm going to rewatch The Mandalorian again, and I get to watch episodes 7 and 8 tomorrow because Reynolds missed 7.
Oh, so you get to watch them back to back.
Yeah, so I get to watch those back to back, and then I cannot wait to see how he responds. Let's not forget that when we went and saw The Last Jedi, Reynolds as soon as Luke disappeared, he looked at me and said, "Can we go?" And he was done. He was done with the movie, and the movie wasn't even over yet. And I'm like, let's finish the movie. And when we got home, we had the poster on the wall that we got from Celebration. It was a Celebration exclusive poster. He just ripped that shit right off the wall. He was brokenhearted over the loss of Luke. So I can't wait to see his reaction. I hope I'm starting to tear up. Hold on. Oh. I hope he has the same reaction I did.
You're not gonna spoil it for him ahead of time, are you?
No. No way. I'm gonna. It's so, they have that little thumbnail up before each episode, which this episode was great because there's that little droid.
Right.
So I make him close his eyes until the show actually starts, so he can't see anything. So, and it sucks because he's gonna have to sit through all of the school stuff tomorrow before he gets to watch it. Because they got like online meetings and stuff like that. So hopefully, I expect tears from him because he was born in 09, but Luke was always his favorite Jedi and favorite character, and so this, hopefully he'll be happy. I think he'll be happy.
Yeah, be a good moment for him.
Yeah, I gotta really bury my head or something so I don't start. I'll ruin it for him if I start crying because
tearing up.
Dude, it's not tearing up, man. It was full force, ugly crying. That's what it was for me. I was bawling my eyes out and I seriously, it's the same way I cried when my wife passed away. So
it was definitely emotional. I mean, that was an emotional episode.
Maybe I should set up my phone and record Reynolds as it happens.
Oh, get a live reaction.
Yeah, he won't like that. He won't like that at all. But anyway, any last words before we go?
No, just I'm stoked. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll watch it tomorrow. I'm freaking tired. Stupid day today. Just want to thank anybody who watches the stream. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up if you like what we're doing, or don't hit the thumbs down. That's just nasty. If you're a friend of mine, hit the thumbs up. If you like Star Wars, hit the thumbs up. If you love Luke Skywalker, hit the thumbs up. If you're looking forward to the Boba Fett show, hit the thumbs up. Just hit the damn thumbs up and hit the subscribe button too. Anyway, Jay, it was fun. This is the last episode of the Razor's Crest. We're gonna have to name it something else. We're all encompassing because we're gonna be doing this for probably all the Star Wars shows moving forward. Probably we'll just keep it the Razor's Crest.
We could do that. Now I'm wondering. I just thought of something new. How's Dan gonna get around for next season
with Bo-Katan?
Oh,
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So she
Yeah.
wants that ship. She took the. Oh, that's it. That's right. She said she wanted the ship. She got that big ass ship.
Yep.
So yeah, that's how they're going to get around. Maybe, I don't know. Yep. So may the force be with you, Alex. May the force be with you, Jay.
May the force be with you.
And we'll see you soon.